Well, hello there. It's me again. You guys haven't heard from me in about a month. I'm sorry. I have been lackadaisical in my job, so I thought I addressed a question that I've been overhearing. Oh my gosh, this last what 3 to 4 weeks, a month, and it's the most common question I've been asked so far with regards to putting in offers for homes that your buyers, the buyers are wanting to purchase. So if I've been in both sides to where I have represented homeowners and I have represented buyers. So there is a glut. There's not enough homes right now in the market, and there's just too many buyers. Let's just put it this way: there's just not enough homeowners that want to sell their home. So I'm sorry. No, wish we could help everybody, but you can only help one particular buyer. And how could you stand out if you are that buyer? Because in all sincerity, what's going to happen is there's going to be a bidding war, and the advantage now falls into the homeowner and their agent and whoever's representing them. Uh, and it's a big advantage to overcome, especially when you are not the only buyer putting in an offer. Whether it be a bidding war to where you get like, I kid you not, about 2 dozen offers in the first 48 hours. You have to know the intangible things first. But there are four intervening factors to that you may want to listen to. Of course, look, I'm not representing you, okay? But this is a tip for buyers that you may want to consult with your representative, your agent, with your realtor, because this is what I see out there. First is this price. Duh. Uh, okay, if I bid and become the highest bidder, I automatically get it. Nah, no. That work out. We have to understand that if you're not paying in cash, if you're paying in cash, yeah, just go overbid by $1 million. You'll get that house. But not every one of us were born in Abu Dhabi or something like that, when you drive gold-plated wheels or whatever. But anyway, we don't want to go there. I want to stereotype. Here we go again. Somebody in Facebook is going to razzle at me and tell me, oh, you're trying to be stereotyped. But anyway, so no, the last thing you want to do is overbid. All right. First of all, your agent should know what the comparables are in that locale, in that neighborhood you're putting in an offer on, right? So you start with that. But we understand that you're going to be competing with other people. You also have to remember that if you're borrowing money to purchase that home, whoever's lending you that money will have to check with their appraiser during the appraisal period on how much really is that home worth, because that is what those are the magic numbers on what they're going to lend you. For example, $500,000 home listed at $500,000. Your agent performs a comparable check that within a quarter of a mile, again, these numbers are hypothetical, right? There was a home that sold a month ago. Perfect. That's what the appraiser is going to use, especially if it's very similar in square footage or close to it, right? So it's listed at $500,000, and that home sold for $525,000. Okay, so you use that $525,000 as value X, right? And be as close as that value as you can, even if you go high, right? That how high, you gotta have to consult again with your agent, because every locale is different. Your agent would know, will know, should know what the appraised value should be, as close as they can guide you to. Now, it's not up to them to make that decision on what the magic number is. But if I was the listing agent of that home you put an offer on, price, of course, is a potential factor. But I have to understand where it's going to appraise. Then I'm going to have to look at the other factors. Second one, if I'm the listing agent, that would be very, very important to me, is I don't want my sellers or my homeowners to pay any of your buyer's closing costs, or if you're the buyer, your closing costs, right? Seller's market. So if I see some value in there, you're out. You're in the trash can. You're in the trash can. All right. But you can try if you don't have any money to pay off your closing costs. Go ahead and try. Thirdly, you could also waive inspection. I know this is a tricky part, but if I'm the listing agent, they're waiving inspection, especially on an older house that I have in the market. Now, what's an older house? If a home is fairly new, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, it's not going to have, I wouldn't want to say it's not going to have any major faults or issues, but that is traditionally the case. Now, if it's a 10, 11, 20-year-old home, you may not want to waive that inspection, okay? This is just coming from both sides. So the game is being played on how many factors are involved and how many you want to X off that block, okay? Now, whether I'm the listing agent, or if I'm the buyer's agent, I will always recommend to my representative, to whomever I'm representing, to have an inspection, because you just don't know what's going to happen a year or two later, right? Now, again, if it's a 1, 2, 3-year-old home, that depends on you and your gut feeling. Okay, well, so you consult with your agent on that matter. Lastly, now this may not pertain to the majority of you folks, but where I'm at, I am surrounded by 5 naval installations, an Army, and an Air Force base. Okay, so I have a big base of clientele, homeowners that are military. Why am I saying this is that they transfer, they get orders. They have to be in another particular geographic area no later than specified on those orders. So what I'm saying is another factor that might be of value to them, may not be much to you as a buyer, is on the closing date, get it as close as you can to that no later reporting date of whatever on their orders. For example, let's just say March 24th today, right? A loan would typically close between 4 to 6 weeks. So that brings us about mid-May, right? Or early May. But their orders doesn't express May. It says June. Maybe you may want to adjust that closing date to the date that they can actually move out. That is going to be a communication between you, not you, sorry, but between your agent and the listing agent. Okay? Look, military folks, we're easy people. It's not just all about prices. And sometimes what caters to the family most of their move is the move itself. Okay? Lastly, homeowner associations have CC&Rs. If you're moving and purchasing a home within an association, within a group, within a subdivision that has an HOA, you may want to consult those issues that you're going to have to encounter. You don't want to just come in there, put in an offer, get accepted, and then 5 days down the road, you notice on the CC&R that you can only have 50% of your front yard as grass. Trust me, I know. I live in an HOA environment. So, but I mean, that doesn't concern you. Like, you know, your vehicles has to be inside your garage. Your trash cannot be seen on the front, aside from trash days, etc., etc. Or I don't. Some of these are extreme. You may want to consider those as a factor. So those are the major ones that I've seen. So that hopefully that helps you guys out. Again, it's not just about pricing. And even if it is about pricing, you got to know how far you're going to go and then put into consideration the other factors. That makes sense? So to my home buyers that are in this position, I know if I'm representing you, we've already talked about this. I have a lot of home buyers that are moving into the locale that I represent, that I am licensed, and they're not even in the country. So I'm saying this because obviously, gosh, There's just a lot of anxiety. Why? This market is geared for the homeowner. Okay? Even new construction. I know, boss, I'm looking up to you. New constructions are even less. Um, we cannot be picky, and if we are picky, got to use this. All right? Talk to your agents. They know what's going on in that local neighborhood, and they are not able to answer those questions. Vent off me. I don't care where you're moving. I don't care if it's Florida, Maine, Texas, Nebraska. If you guys got questions, I can only represent you in the state of Washington, but I am here to help. You guys understand? All right. To the men and women out there still serving active duty, this retired United States Navy sailor will never be in this position. Retired, enjoying what I do without you guys still doing what you do. So I thank you. I salute you. If you're not home, come on home. Family needs you. We all love you, and I feel for you guys. All right? And when you get home, tell your kids, tell the spouse, you love them every day, every evening. I get to do that now. That's because of you guys. You guys, take care. Post. Enjoy the evening.